Listen to Bernie Sanders. He's one of the biggest frauds of them all, right? This is a guy that's been in this game for 30-something years telling you to fight the oligarchy. Here's Bernie Sanders justifying the fact that he owns tree homes, right? Because everyone's called him out on this. Say, dude, you're trying to fight the rich, but you're a multimillionaire, and all you've ever done is be in politics. How does this make any sense here, Bernie? But he's got all these people like following him, like, oh my God, Bernie is right. We're going to fight the rich. Bernie is the rich. And he got rich because he's a politician. He's never done anything else. And now he tries to explain and justify why he owns tree homes and you don't. Okay? Here he is explaining it because he's been called on it so many times. Listen to him justify it.
Do I own 3 residences? Yeah, I do. I live here in Burlington, Vermont. We live in a middle-class neighborhood. Nice house. Guess what? I'm a United States Senator, and I own a home in Washington, D.C., as do most senators. You know, you live there year after year. When I first when I was in Congress for 16 years, I rented all the time. But I got elected. Okay, got a 6-year term. You know what? Let's buy a house. So we bought a house. And guess what? Like many thousands of people in the state of Vermont, I have a summer camp. It's a nice one on Lake Champlain. That's it.
Yeah, he talks about like, yeah, no big deal. Yeah, 3 homes, just like everybody else has, right? So his first home, his Vermont residence that he bought, is a 4-bedroom colonial that he bought in 2009 for $405,000 back in 2009. Okay, he bought it for almost $500,000. That's his first home. That second home that he says, oh, and of course the way he talks about it, oh, it's a middle class neighborhood. It's a $400,000 home in 2009, right? It's more than 10 years ago. So I don't even know what that home is probably worth today. It's probably worth $1 million. But he's saying, yeah, middle class neighborhood, just like everybody else. $400,000 home in 2009. That's his, it's probably worth $1 million today. Now, the second home he has, Washington, D.C., like most senators do. No, most senators don't own a second home in D.C., Bernie. They don't. Less than half of the senators have a residence in D.C. So he's lying to make it sound like, yeah, just like everybody else. Well, that second home he bought that in 2007 for $489,000. So another $500,000 home bought in 2007. And he tries to say, oh, before that, we used to rent. Well, I'm just like everybody else, just making it through, just barely getting through, but just had a rent. So that's his second $500,000 home. His third home that thousands of people have a third home. I have a little vacation spot, a little lake house, right? Well, the lake house, he bought it in 2016 in Lake Champlain for $575,000. Okay? So his 3 homes are over $2 million. But he makes it sound as if like, well, this is something everybody has. I mean, that just like you just hear how he justifies it. Yeah, okay, that's it. Like thousands of people, I have a third home. No, thousands of people, Bernie, like you and me, don't have third homes, don't have second homes. What are you talking about? This is how delusional this guy is because he's trying to keep up the front like, oh, I'm just a regular guy, the socialist, Bernie Sanders. I'm for the people. I want you. The only person Bernie Sanders ever lifted out of poverty is himself, right? That's the meme. That's all Bernie cares about. But people are like, no, Bernie really cares about me. No, he doesn't. You think Bernie Sanders gives a rat's ass whether or not you ever get lifted out of poverty? He could care less. It's about power, baby. That's all it is with these people. Guy's got 3 homes, $500,000 apiece. He's talking about fight the rich. You're the rich, Bernie. You're the guy. He's flying in private jets while RFK Jr. is taking a coach flight to stop, what is it? Make America Healthy Again. He's flying coach. Bernie's flying, and then he justifies flying in the jet. Well, I have to get from one rally to another. That's how everybody does it. Guy is such a fraud, and people still follow this stuff.
You're listening to the Alec Lake Show. The future is family.